Hi friends, welcome back to Nejmu's History. Today onwards, I am going to start one new initiative, one new subject, Indian Polity and Constitution based on text of Lakshmi Kant. You know that the Indian Polity and Constitution is very important for UPSC preparation and state PSC. Along with this subject is very useful for the law entrance exam preparation. You can see a lot of questions coming from these questions, this book itself. Okay, that's why this will be very useful for your preparation. Then you can subscribe my channel and maximum share and support. Okay, then let's start today's lecture. Today in this lecture I am going to discuss about the salient features of Indian Constitution. Firstly, I am talking something about the Indian Constitution, some introduction about the Indian Constitution. Our Constitution was adopted on the Constituent Assembly on the 26th day of November 1949 and later on 26th day of January 1950 the Constitution was commenced. Okay, our Constitution have different provisions, different articles in different parts and schedules. Okay, we will discuss each and every point from this book in the coming days. Okay, let's start. Our Constitution, Indian Constitution is very unique in its content and spirit. Though our Constitution was borrowed from different constitutions of the world, our Constitution have a lot of salient features that distinguishes this Constitution from the other constitutions of the world. Okay, the first important salient features of our Constitution is our Constitution is written Constitution and the lengthiest one. Our Constitution is written and the lengthiest Constitution. Our Constitution have a lot of articles in different parts and schedules. This is very lengthiest one in the world. And also our Constitution was written Constitution. The world have two kind of constitution like written and unwritten. The written constitution, for example, American Constitution, and the unwritten constitution like British Constitution. But our country followed the written type of constitution. Then our constitution is also very lengthy. But that this lengthiness of our constitution have behind this lengthiness have a lot of factors. We have to discuss in detail about these facts. The first important factor behind this lengthiness is the geographical vastness of our country. Our country was very vast. A lot of country have different diversities, different cultures, different type of peoples, different groups like different religion, castes and language, lot of things. That's why this is the main reason behind the lengthiness of our Constitution. Another important factor behind this, the single constitution for state and center. In that time, for all the people of India except the Jammu and Kashmir have the single constitution. But now Jammu and Kashmir peoples also have our constitution. That's why this, but in some country in the world have the double constitution, one constitution for state and another for center. But our country have single constitution for each and every people. That is the main factor behind this lengthiness. Another important factor is the historical factor. Our constitution is mainly based on the Government of India Act of 1935. This Government of India Act of 1935 was very bulky one. A lot of provisions borrowed from this act. That's why the historical factor of this was the main factor behind the lengthiness of our constitution. Another important factor is the legal luminaries in the Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assemblies have the peoples coming from, a lot of people coming from the low background. That's the another important factor. Then the second important salient features of our constitution is our constitution drawn from different sources. That means Indian constitution was borrowed from different constitutions of the world. You know that our constitution parts like the structural part of the constitution is derived from the Government of India Act of 1935, and the philosophical parts like the fundamental rights and the directive principles of state policy derived from the American and Irish constitution respectively. The political part of the constitution like the cabinet system, then the legislatures, executives relation, mainly from the British constitution. It also so many provisions derived from the Canadian, German and Russian and French and South African constitution respectively. That's why our constitution is drawn from different sources. However, the constitution have the criticism is that the constitution is the borrowed constitution. Okay. Then the next important salient features of our constitution is our constitution is the blend of rigidity and flexibility. What is this blend of rigidity and flexibility? That means some provisions of the constitution the constitutions are classified into rigid and flexible. The rigid constitution like American constitution and the flexible constitution like British constitution. But our constitution neither the rigid constitution but nor the flexible, but a synthesis of both. We can see the example of this in our constitution. Article 368 provides us two types of amendment. The first one is some provisions of our constitution can amend only with the special majority, but some constitution can amend with a single, some constitution can amend with special majority and the ratification of half of the states, but also can amend some provisions on the basis of single majority. But this simple majority provision is out of the Article 368. That's why our constitution is the blend of rigidity and flexibility. Clear? Okay. The next important salient features of our constitution is our constitution federal system with unitary bias. What is the federal system with unitary bias means? Our constitution has some features of federal principles than the other non-federal features also. The important federal the features of federation like the two government system, division of power, and the non-federal features like strong center, single constitution, single citizenship. That's why our constitution is federal with a unitary bias. Then, hence the constitution has been variously described as the federal in form but unitary in spirit. In our constitution, Article 1 describes India as a union of states, which implies two things. One is the Indian constitution is not the result of the federation of the states. The Indian federation is not the result of agreement between the states, and the second one, no state has the right to secede from the federation. Okay. Today in today's class, in next class we have to discuss another important salient features, but you can see. But in this class I am winding up these classes. Then okay, we will see in next class with another important salient features of our constitution. Then okay, bye.